So hello and welcome back to my channel. It is the full moon in Sagittarius and I've decided to do a little reading because it's my sign and I love kind of following the energy of the moons. I'm always aware of what's going on with the moon and the particular times of the month, and yeah, this one feels kind of special, probably because like I said, it's in my sign. It's also going to be special for all the fire signs out there, so Aries, Leo, as well as Sagittarius. But it's special for each and every one of us, regardless of star sign, because the full moons, the new moons, all of the moon cycles, I believe, play a tremendous amount on our everyday lives, just because the moon is so powerful. It can, influence our thoughts and feelings, and yeah, I could talk about the moon for a very long time, but let me just pull a few cards for us, okay? So these are a few cards for the full moon in Sagittarius. What do we need to see? Full moon in Sagittarius. What do we need to see? Full moon in Sagittarius. What do we need to see? Full moon in Sagittarius. What do we need to see? Great. We have the Seven of Cups, the Hermit in the reverse, and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So this is definitely not a time to get out there and do things, right? Even though the full moon is a time of things coming to fruition or things being exposed, I'm feeling the opposite for us right now, where it might be a little bit of time to go undercover and shelter. Full moons can be a little bit intense, especially if it's in your sign. And so even if you are feeling energized, there is definitely a call to pull back, hold back, and to reflect, because things are still very much up in the air. Seven of Cups. Nothing is actually clear yet, which is unusual for the full moon, but it is what it is. On the actual day, right, of the full moon itself, we can expect things not to be that clear yet, right? Even though over the coming days, we will experience more clarity. So for now, in the next few days, pull back, right? Get at one with your intuition. Allow your intuition to speak, because things are not going to be clear in the outside world just yet. I'm going to pull 3 more cards. It's very sunny. I might have to close the blinds a little bit for myself. Hopefully that won't impact the video too much. I'm just going to kind of hide behind the blinds. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 more cards. 3 more cards for the full moon in Sagittarius. 3 more cards for the full moon in Sagittarius. 3 more cards for the full moon in Sagittarius. We have the Three of Wands, again talking about how things are not that clear just yet. So allow yourself the luxury of confusion, right? Allow yourself the ability to say, right, I'm not making any moves yet because I just don't know. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Five of Pentacles upright. So there's definitely some hold-ups and some delays at this time. You may be ready and raring it to go, and yet things are not moving. So you may be feeling a little bit down about this. You may be feeling a little bit isolated. You may be feeling a little bit lonely, because this confusion, this not knowing is quite loud. I'm going to pull 3 more cards to see if we can get some guidance about when things can get moving, or why it's like this right now. Okay, clarity has arrived on the table. Got 2 more cards there. So now we have the Hierophant in the reverse. This tells me that the reason why there is a delay is because of bureaucracy, it's paperwork, it's institutions, it's things outside of your control. And then we have the Queen of Swords, which is like, okay, clarity. So you can expect clarity to come within the next week, I would say. So allow this full moon energy to clear and you will find clarity, right? Then we have the Five of Swords. This clarity will go in your favour, right? So there may be things going on behind the scenes where there's an argument or a discussion, and because of that argument or discussion there are delays, but ultimately things then go into your favour, which is fantastic, because you find yourself sitting pretty here like the Queen of Wands. And then you also find yourself in a position where you don't have to be the giver. You find yourself in a position where you can sit back and allow things to finally happen for you and not to you. Okay? What fascinating energy we have here. Bit of a delay, and then things really coming together for you. Okay? So this full moon is bringing in the energy of things coming together for you, but there's just a little bit of a wait so that things behind the scenes can fall into place. Right, I'm going to pull an oracle card. Full moon, oracle card guidance. Oh, this is great. I have not seen this oracle card out of this deck in ages. Maybe never. I may never have pulled this card in this deck. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? So this is talking to me of strength. This is saying, hey, we know that you are delayed right now. We know that you may be having to dig deep in order to get through whatever you're going through right now, right? But you can come out the side and be victorious because you are a warrior woman. And in this waiting period, you're being called to harness this strength, right? To know that actually part of your calling is to wait for things to fall in place. Sometimes it's really hard for us to do that. Sometimes it's really hard for us to not take action, but to allow things to happen. And that's what this full moon is bringing in, okay? It's in the sign of Sagittarius, very expansive, very lucky, ruled by Jupiter. So this tells me that your luck is changing, but your biggest challenge will be allowing it to change for you, okay? Allowing it to change for you, meeting it, and then kind of sailing on the winds of good change, right? Allow it to happen for you. Take care.